Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Got a lot to look at in this forecast for today. It's all about how hot is it going to get this afternoon, because we're taking those rain chances pretty much out of the forecast as we dry things out. That drier air finally starting to seep in. It's still going to take a little while for it to take over. Now, if your 24-hour temperature cast wants to keep those numbers down a bit, I still think we could find more middle and even upper 90s today. So I'm expecting lots of hot. I'd like it to stay a little bit cooler. And I think overnight tonight we've got a chance to see some spots dip into the 60s. I don't see a lot on radar this morning, and I don't think that we're going to find very much. Got a couple of sprinkles, maybe south across city, what's left where that boundary is. And now that the drier air is taking over behind it, we can start to look for a little bit more clearing, a lot more drying, and a little different setup for today compared to what we've had for the past couple. It's 76 still at the Tallahassee airport. That breeze out of the north and northwest is going to try to help out. It's 74 in Valdosta. It's 72 in Thomasville. Dew point numbers still sitting around 70 or just up over 70. We like to see those scooch down a little bit too, and I think that they can. Around the region, it's mostly between 70 and 76. Blakely's the cool spot. Camilla's close at 71. Bainbridge and Quincy, we're at 73. Perry's at 74 and Live Oak's at 75. It's not going to be a breezy day today, but I do think at times we will notice that breeze coming in from the northwest and the north, and that's trying to bring in more of that drier air. It's got to come down from the upper part of the atmosphere. It should get here as we go into the day today. And I think that means fog chances, while maybe we get a little patchy fog this morning, pretty limited. The best opportunities for that are going to be further to the east and further to the south. Now, there isn't a whole lot going on across a big chunk of the United States. As a matter of fact, if we go upstairs in the atmosphere to the water vapor imagery, we see all this darker orange color. That's the dry air, and that's really starting to spread not just across parts of South Georgia and Alabama and South Carolina, but it's making it into North Florida also. And I think it's going to stick around for a day, maybe two, before it erodes and slides away, and then we start to bring back a little bit more of that moisture. We'll start talking about more shower chances by the end of the week. But on the future cast today, I don't see very many. Tomorrow, I still don't see a whole lot. And as we get into the day on Thursday, now we start looking for a little change. But even then, I think those shower opportunities are going to stay pretty limited. So drying out after some of those lingering showers, even yesterday evening or last night. And I think now that we're going to be into this drier period, we're going to have more sunshine, less humidity, fewer showers. But all that always points to higher temperatures for longer points of the day. Now, things are nice and quiet across the tropics. I don't see anything in the Caribbean or the Gulf. Any of the energy that comes off Africa is really having a tough time holding together. What's not having a tough time holding together is Hurricane Ernesto, and we're still calling it a hurricane way up here in the northern Atlantic. Now, it's going to lose those tropical characteristics quickly today as it continues to race to the northeast up to 36 miles per hour. Now, as it does continue to leave Newfoundland and move across those cooler waters of the North Atlantic, it will fizzle out, but that moisture and that energy can hold together and make it all the way across the Atlantic and find its way over towards maybe Ireland by Thursday and England by Friday. With a little bit of luck, those showers that come accompanying that energy in Ireland are long gone by the time we get to Friday and Saturday. So that's good news for the Florida State football game over there in Dublin on Saturday. On the Gulf today, winds out of the north and northwest 5 to 15, seas 1 to 3 feet. So maybe a little bit better out there for the boaters today. Any of those showers should be drying up. Clearing and drying with temperatures in the 70s today. Sunrise 7:08. I think it's going to be a lot of middle and upper 90s this afternoon. Lots of hot and long duration hot. We will likely be near 90 before lunchtime again today. And then tonight, more of the clearing, less of the muggy. And I hope that means we can find some spots that dip into the upper 60s. A lot of us, though, probably stop in the low 70s. And there's the 7-day forecast. Pretty dry Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday. I'm not convinced we're talking big shower chances. As we get to Friday and the weekend around here, I think our typical scattered showers start to come back. And maybe that means we don't get so hot by the time we get to Friday and Saturday. Doesn't look like anybody's weekend plans are getting washed away, but it does look like that's when our next best shot for showers will be.